Hey, tonight on the show, we are talking non-spoiler about the new Stephen King adaptation, The Monkey. It is now in theaters. It's a new horror movie. You're going to want to hear about it. Over on the TV side, Reacher is back, baby, with another pounding season. Season 3 is here. We're going to talk about Reacher. Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man is wrapped up. How well did it do? An American Murder. Gabby Petito. The documentary is out talking about her final days. Crazy watch over on Netflix. We got a lot to dive into. Let's get into it. A new Am I on the Air starts now. Well, all right. What is going down, everybody? Welcome to another brand new edition of Am I on the Air? My name is Don Mega, and I'm your host. I'm so happy that you're here to join me once again to get caught up with the latest and the greatest when it comes to entertainment news and television movies and non-spoiler reviews. You come right here on a week-by-week basis to get caught up with it all. It is season 29, episode 23, and tonight's show is titled Everybody Dies. We're going to be breaking down the news from February the 19th through February the 25th. I got one movie to talk about. I got 3 TV shows to talk about. And then, of course, we'll get into the news of the week. So let's jump on in and let's get her going. My movie review of the week is The Monkey. This one here, directed by Osgood Perkins. It is written by Stephen King based on his short story. This falls under the genres of horror and comedy to an extent. When twin brothers find a mysterious wind-up monkey, a series of outrageous deaths tear their family apart. 25 years later, the monkey begins a new killing spree, forcing the estranged brothers to confront the cursed toy. So, are you ready? Theo James stars in this one. Tatiana Maslany is in this, and I had no idea at all that she was in this thing, so it was pretty cool to see her pop up. Adam Scott pops up in this thing, had no idea he was in it. And let's see here, Elijah Wood pops up, and Osgood Perkins himself pops up as one of the family members, which is pretty damn hilarious. So, yeah, man, based on a short story by Stephen King, here's what I'm going to say. I did not know this short story. I was not familiar with The Monkey by Stephen King. Um, when I saw the trailer, and even when I heard of the trailer coming out, when I heard it was from Osgood Perkins, I was on the fence because he already got me last year with Longlegs. I thought Longlegs looked incredible. Loved the marketing, loved the trailer, was not a big fan of the movie. So I saw the trailer for The Monkey, and I was like, that looks pretty good, but it's Osgood Perkins, so I don't know what to expect going into this thing. So I kind of went in with some tempered expectations, but this was also produced by James Wan, who I have some great faith in, especially when it comes to horror. And I was curious. I said, all right, let's see what happens here. It's an hour and 38 minutes, so we didn't try to crush it too crazy. I like that runtime. Let's see how it plays. And overall, I really enjoyed it. I did have a good time with The Monkey. What I would preface people on is for the people out there that can't enjoy movies for just what they are without wanting the bigger picture to everything, you are going to probably be disappointed in this. Because overall, there's not really a story to The Monkey. There's not an overarching arc. I mean, they try, right? Like I said in the synopsis, like there's this monkey, people are dying, and every time the monkey bangs his cymbals, somebody dies. And it becomes this twist of, I don't know, man. I felt very Final Destination in this movie, right? After the monkey is done beating his drum, it's like a random thing happens and somebody dies. So it is very Final Destination in that aspect. But there's no real rhyme or reason to anything. Like you can't say, I want so and so to die, and the monkey's just going to fulfill that wish. It doesn't work like that. Um, it just kind of kills to kill. So you have the earlier version of the movie where Theo James and plays twin brothers, and they're kids, and they find out about this monkey, and they find out the story about their dad and this monkey and how it's haunted their family. And then a time jumps 25 years later, and the monkey's still doing its thing, and it kind of comes back around full circle. That's your story, plain and simple. Basically, this monkey haunts their family, and many family members die. And if you can just sit back and enjoy this movie for the kills, I think you'll have a good time with it, because that's what I did. I was like, okay, I'm not expecting some crazy story here. There's not no crazy background or dialogue to sit through. The movie is paced very well, and people just die, and they die gruesomely, and they die in some cool ways. And again, if you could just take the movie on face value for that, and you don't expect more, I think you'll have a really good time with it. If you're looking for this really high end kind of horror movie, this might not be it for you. So that's how I'd kind of preface this film, to set your expectations if you haven't seen it yet. I, for one, don't mind shutting my brain off and just being like, hey, give me some good kills. Um, in that case, this movie delivers on all aspects. So I appreciated it for what it did. But yes, it's a very thin story in the background. So just understand that going into it. But Theo James did a great job. I thought all the actors did a great job with it, and the kills were really cool. And like I said, there's a fun time to be had here. But overall, I would give The Monkey 3 out of 5 stars. I had a fun time. It wasn't quite awesome. It didn't quite get up there in the 4 or 5 mark, but I had a really good time with it, and I think it deserves a watch. So when this one hits the sale market on Vudu, I'll be picking this one up for the collection for sure. But 3 out of 5 right now for The Monkey. Switching things over to the TV side, I am so happy. One of my favorite shows returned, and that is Reacher. This is season 3. This one here is based on the book Persuader, where Reacher hurtles himself into the dark heart of a vast criminal enterprise while trying to rescue an undercover DEA informant whose time is running out. There he finds a world of secrecy and violence and confronts some unfinished business from his own past. So, of course, Alan Ritchson is back, born to play the role of Jack Reacher. He's so good in this series. Season 1 was excellent. Season 2 set the bar even higher. And season 3 is off to a hell of a bang. Amazon Prime dropped the first 3 episodes. I binged them back to back. It was so good. I was so sad when I went through all 3 episodes. Episode 4 will be out on Thursday, and I can't wait to watch it. And then, of course, it's going to be a weekly rollout going from there. This season is just off to a great start. It's got great action. The humor is there. It's everything the other 2 seasons promised, turned up another notch. The fight scenes are great. The violence is great. I love it. And again, I'm putting my petition out into the atmosphere. After watching these first 3 episodes of season 3, I am putting all my cards in. I am betting all my chips that Alan Ritchson should be the new DCU Batman. Hands down, James Gunn. We know James Gunn listens to the show every single week. James, you're welcome. Please go ahead and cast the man. I don't even need a reward or a payout. Let's just do it, and let's just get it on paper. You're looking for a DCU Batman. Alan Ritchson is that man. When I see him fight, I see Batman. When I see him try to be charming, I see Bruce Wayne. The guy can do it. He can handle it. Um, it's the perfect balance when you're going to have 2 Batmans in a universe, right? On one end, you got the Robert Pattinson Batman that Matthew Vaughn is doing. That's in an Elseworld, right? But Robert Pattinson's Batman's kind of small, dude. He's a little dude. He's not as intimidating, right? He's more of a detective Batman. Well, in the DCU, when we have a Batman who's in the same universe as Superman and Wonder Woman and Green Lantern and Flash, I want the big hulking Batman, right? Give me the other version. We got the little Batman over on Matthew Reeves, like Elseworld side. On the DCU one, I want a dude like Alan Ritchson that's gonna whoop that ass. He could be charming, he could be charismatic as Bruce Wayne, and then put that cowl on him. Oh my God, he's not a guy to be fucked with. That's for damn sure. I see Alan Ritchson as Batman so bad. I haven't wanted a casting this bad in a long time, man. He screams Batman to me. When you watch this season, you'll know what I'm saying. So I know we're getting off topic here. It's about Reacher, but I just want to shout it out because I love this dude and I want to see the world for him because he gets better and better with every season. Um, Great stuff over here. Once again on Prime Video. First 3 episodes have dropped. New episodes every Thursday. Definitely check out season 3. Then I gotta give some props, man. I hate cartoons. I hate them with a passion. I don't really care about cartoons. But Disney Plus dropped Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man a couple weeks back. They've been doing 3 episodes a week, which is kind of crazy, kind of getting through this show real quick. The season finale aired last week, and I gotta give it its flowers. I actually really dug this animated series. I thought they did an amazing job. I love the story. I love the way it kind of brought the MCU, but in with a twist. Norman Osborn, just the characters, what they did with the characters. It felt like MCU Spider Man, but just dialed in differently with the multiverse. And I had a great time with it, man. I'm glad it's coming back for a second season that's supposed to hit next year. It deserves a watch. So if you've been on the fence or you've been thinking, oh man, it's going to be just for kids, it's not that kind of show. You're going to have a good time with it. If I can enjoy it, I think most of y'all will enjoy it because it's hard to sway me over when it comes to animated, and they did it. So check out Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. All 10 episodes are now streaming on Disney Plus. And lastly, over on Netflix, they've been killing it with the documentaries, and they released American Murder, Gabby Petito. This is a mini series. I believe it was 3 episodes, detailing what happened in the final days of Gabby Petito's life. It's a true crime series where everybody talks about the story, about her relationship, and obviously up until the finding out about her tragic murder. So everybody knew about Gabby Petito. This is one of the stories that rocked the world when it happened, finding out that she was murdered by her fiance. Crazy, crazy stuff here, man. So definitely worth the time. If you like true crime documentaries, this one is on Netflix. It's only 3 episodes. You can get through it pretty quick, and it was definitely worth the watch. So all right, that's what we got. Let's recap real quick. The Monkey now in theaters, 3 out of 5 stars. Reacher season 3 is back on the TV side, Prime Video. Check it out. Highly recommended. Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. You can binge the whole series right now on Disney Plus, and over on Netflix if you like true crime. American Murder, Gabby Petito. So check that out. All right, guys, let's switch on over to box office. Coming in at number 10, it's One of Them Days, which is now available from premium VOD. Number 9 is The Unbreakable Boy. Number 8, Mufasa the Lion King. Number 7 is Chava. Number 6, Hard Eyes. Number 5, Niza 2. Number 4, Dogman, which is also available on premium VOD now. Number 3, Paddington in Peru. Number 2 was The Monkey. So this week's featured movie came in at number 2, with a pretty decent 14 million. So not too bad, man. I mean, I think the movie was made pretty cheap for I think between 10 to 20 mil. So good job at its start at 14 million. And number 1, once again for the second week in a row, it's Captain America: Brave New World, bringing in another $28.1 million so far here on its run. So great stuff there for Captain America: Brave New World. Definitely worth the watch. All right. So with that stuff out the way, let's get into the news of the week. We have an official launch date for The Last of Us. Everybody's been waiting for this show to come back. The Last of Us is coming back to HBO and Max. It returns on April 13th. So we're only a couple months away. I'm very excited. Love The Last of Us. Wicked is going to be available to stream on Peacock starting on March 21st. We got 3 new posters for The Last of Us again, hyping up season 2. Again, the new season starts April 13th, so check out the new posters. We have your first look at John Krasinski in the Jack Ryan movie. The movie is now in production. They are filming, so it's good to see John back in that role. We have the new trailer for The Residents. This is Shonda Rhimes' new series that is basically Knives Out, undercover. Stars Uzo Aduba, Giancarlo Esposito, Randall Park, and a whole bunch others. So check out the trailer for The Residents. We have the first trailer for Bring Her Back. This is the new horror movie that is directed by the directors Danny and Michael Philippou, who did the film Talk to Me, which was really, really good. This is their follow up. So it's called Bring Her Back, and this is from A24, and the horror movie will hit theaters on May 30th. It's a creepy trailer, man, so check this one out. Sergeant Rock. This is a DC movie that supposedly Daniel Craig was going to do, and then he dropped out. And now there's rumors of Jeremy Allen White stepping into the role. A lot of confusion on this movie because DC, James Gunn, DC, never officially announced the Sergeant Rock movie, but everybody started running with all these articles saying it's coming, it's coming, it's coming. And then all of a sudden, Daniel Craig was going to be in it. It's going to be directed by Luca Guadagnino. Um, and then, oh, Daniel Craig dropped out. Well, DC did an interview this week, James Gunn, and he was asked about this, and he said, "We never officially offered the role to Daniel Craig in the first place. We never even said there was going to be a Sergeant Rock movie, so that is not true." They said that they definitely um, were thinking about a Daniel Craig possibility, but that they had never sat down and talked to him, never really met with him, so they're not really understanding where this, Daniel Craig drops out of DCU movie comes from. So take it for what it is. That's what they're saying. Steve Carell has a new HBO comedy show that he's going to be doing, and Danielle Deadweiler has been added to the cast of that. We have the trailer for Good American Family. This stars Ellen Pompeo as she leads the new Hulu true crime show. Kristen Stewart is leading a new star-studded cast for a new drama from Neon Pictures called The Wrong Girl. Janelle Monáe is set to play financial system mastermind in Universal's Never Saw Me Coming. Alexander and the Terrible, Horrible, No Good, Very Bad Road Trip is coming out, and we have the first trailer for that starring Eva Longoria. So check that out. The Defenders might all be returning to the MCU. That's right. The head of Marvel TV says that an MCU return for the Defenders is being explored. They are not ruling out any of those characters, and they are looking into bringing them back, especially with how successful Daredevil is looking. So, would love to see it, man. Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, bring it all on. The new live action Street Fighter movie has found its new director. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Nobody knows who he is anyway, but it's glad to know they have a new director and they're moving forward on Street Fighter. Andrew Garfield and Jude Law are in talks for the Siegfried and Roy TV show. That'll be good casting. Cheech and Chong have a new movie. That's right, Cheech and Chong's last movie is what it's called, and we have the new trailer for that, so check it out. Duplicity, we have the trailer for that, which is coming soon from Tyler Perry. It's a legal thriller movie that he's doing. Um, Godzilla X Kong follow up has landed Jack O'Connell for the cast. We also have another casting update. Aaliyah Shawkat is joining Kristen Stewart, Seth Rogen, Kumail Nanjiani, Lakeith Stanfield, Zach Fox, and Tony Hale in a lead role for The Wrong Girls. So this cast is pretty damn stacked, man. So Aaliyah, she was great on oh man, what is the HBO show that I watched with her? Search Party, which was great. And she was really good in Blink Twice as well. So great little addition here with Kristen Stewart for sure. Cynthia Erivo will host the 78th annual Tony Awards this June. This will mark the first time that hosting the ceremony for Erivo, who is a Tony Award winner for her starring role in the 2015 revival of The Color Purple. We have the official trailer. Oh, we already talked about Duplicity. Sorry, I posted it twice. So check out the trailer. This hits streaming on March 20th. Now that we have the official release date. Alexander Skarsgård stars in Murderbot. That's right. This is a new show that will be streaming starting on May 16th over on Apple TV Plus. I know nothing about Murderbot, but the name sounds cool. The picture looks cool, and I love Apple TV Plus. So sign me up. We have the final poster for the Righteous Gemstones final season, which looks awesome right here. This premieres again on March 9th over on Max. We have the new poster for Until Dawn, the new horror movie that's coming out on April 25th, which looks awesome. Congratulations to The Gorge. We reviewed this movie on last week's episode. Apple's film The Gorge has become the biggest film launch in the streamer's history. Scott Derrickson directed Thriller from Skydance, stars Miles Teller and Anna Taylor-Joy. So congratulations there, The Gorge. I had a fun time with this movie, and congrats on it making history as the biggest film launch in Apple TV Plus history. There's another show that I'm binging currently, which is Paradise over on Hulu with Sterling K. Brown. It's a really great show, and they just renewed it for season 2, baby. So we are getting more Paradise over on Hulu. Congratulations there. Speaking of renewals, CBS has handed a 2-season renewal for Ghost, which is now in its 4th season, taking the single camera comedy through the 2026-2027 season. So congratulations there. We watch Ghost here in my household. Love the show. Super damn funny. So glad to see it get a 2-season renewal. That is awesome right there. James Bond shocker. Amazon MGM gains full creative control of the 007 franchise as producers Barbara Broccoli and Michael G. Wilson step back. So this is massive right here. We knew, Amazon bought the rights to James Bond like 2 years ago, maybe. But the Barbara Broccoli has always held on to creative control, which means they control what comes out. If they do a movie, if they do a TV show, who's going to be James Bond? She controls full creative control. Now they've been bought out. They signed it over. Amazon itself now holds creative control, which means you could see the Prime Video prequel series of 001 or, an origin story for some, character or villain. New movies, you can see all kinds of stuff. Game shows. I mean, they can milk this franchise any way they want. A lot of people are thinking they're going to turn it into like an MCU, and it's going to have this big thing with TV shows and movies all bleeding together into one world. We'll have to wait and see what happens, but it is pretty crazy to see, and we'll see what ends up coming from this news. Amanda Seyfried stars in the first trailer for Long Bright River. The suspense thriller will premiere March 13th over on Peacock. We have the official Red Band trailer for Clown in a Cornfield. This hits theaters on May 9th. We have the new poster for Warfare, which hits theaters on April 11th. This is directed by Ray Mendoza and Alex Garland. 9 shows in total have been renewed over at CBS. CBS has officially granted renewals to 9 of its most popular shows at the moment, including comedy shows like Ghost, Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage, and Elsbeth. So congratulations to all of those. Let's see here what the full list is going forward. Tracker will be returning for a 3rd season. Georgie and Mandy's First Marriage coming back for a 2nd season. Elsbeth for a 3rd season. Fire Country coming back for a 4th season. Hollywood Squares back for a 2nd season. NCIS will be back for its 23rd season. NCIS Origins coming back for a 2nd season. And NCIS Sydney coming back for a 3rd season. So lots of stuff there over on CBS getting renewed. Mahershala Ali is joining his former Blade MCU director, his new movie that he's putting together. It's glad to see they're like, hey man, Blade might not be coming, but let's work together on something new. So I love it. So we have the spin-off, baby, of 911. It's going to be 911 Nashville, and supposedly it will be out before the end of the year. So we'll keep you posted on that. But hey, man, I'm a big fan of the 911 series, so I'm glad to see another spin-off. Let's do it. I hope they cast it really well. An Extraction TV show is coming. That's right. You know the movie with Chris Hemsworth. We've had 2 movies, and now we're going to get a TV show set in the same world. And Omar Sy has been signed on to headline the new show. Marvel TV has paused development on 3 TV shows that they were in early pre-production on. And supposedly one of those shows is Nova, which has a lot of people bummed out because a lot of people have been waiting for Nova for a long time. And it sounds like all of this stuff is on pause right now as they try to figure out the future. We have the trailer for The Life List. This is Netflix's new movie starring Sophia Carson, Kyle Allen, and Connie Britton. Avatar: The Last Airbender sequel show is getting a series order, and this will take place after The Legend of Korra. Mutiny is Jason Statham's new action movie, and it's got a new release date, January 9th of 2026. Hancock 2. That's right. Will Smith says they are working supposedly on a script and trying to get Hancock 2 made. And he says he has a character that he would love to be played by Zendaya. He says they will approach her for this role once they have everything fleshed out. So we'll see if she ends up signing up for Hancock 2. I really like Hancock. Did I need a sequel? No. But if you want to give me one, sure, I'll be there. Why not? Jury Duty has been renewed for season 2, and supposedly it's already been filmed. So they didn't even tell us till after the fact. But Jury Duty was hilarious, and I'm glad it's going to come back for a second season. Um, David Leitch is teaming with Amazon MGM for a new heist action thriller called Imagine. So that'd be pretty cool. I love the sounds of that. Happy's Place has been renewed for season 2 over on NBC. Netflix's rom-com Nobody Wants This has cast Leighton Meester and Miles Fowler for the upcoming season. This is big right here, man. New Martin Scorsese thriller is in the works. Martin Scorsese is attached to direct a star-studded crime package that'll be set in Hawaii. The new package that will hit the town would star Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Emily Blunt, with a script from journalist and NAD author Nick Bilton. So I love it, man. Love the sounds of this. The Rock working with Martin Scorsese and Leonardo DiCaprio. Sign me up. I love Emily Blunt. Sign me up. This sounds great. It's on Hawaii. Basically, The Rock sounds like he's going to be this Hawaiian like drug lord that Leo has to go up against. It sounds great. So supposedly a lot of studios are bidding for this one to see who's going to make it. We'll keep you posted, but this sounds great, man. I'm so excited. The 911 Nashville spinoff is a go at ABC. It is officially greenlit, and like I said, they're going to try to have it out before the end of the year, going into the 2026 season. Um, let's see here. James Watkins has landed the Clayface directing gig. James Watkins is set to direct Clayface, DC's creature feature that was scripted by Mike Flanagan. Now that a director is set, casting will proceed. So, hey, man, it sounds good to me. I'm anxious to see what they do with a Clayface movie. Never thought I'd see one of those. I'm still flabbergasted, but Mike Flanagan's a great writer, and I think they're saying this will be kind of like a body horror movie, and I would love to see what they develop on this end. Let's see here. We have a first look at Snow White, the new movie that hits theaters on March 21st. Nosferatu is now available to stream over on Peacock. We have the final season trailer for The Righteous Gemstones. This is the final trailer they're going to put out for the new season. Starts on March 9th, and this trailer is fantastic. I told you I love this show. This trailer is awesome. I can't wait for it to come back. We got a whole article up with MCU updates talking about what's going on in the world of the MCU. Nothing really breaking or new. They're still working on some projects. One with Scarlett Johansson. That's not Black Widow. It's something else. A new show that takes place in Wakanda, and some other animated features. Michelle Williams and Daisy Edgar Jones are set to lead a new thriller movie called A Place in Hell. Strange Academy. This was a show that MCU was going to put together on Disney Plus. That was people training to have the dark arts and the magical arts of like Doctor Strange and Wong. Wong, I think, was going to lead this show, Strange Academy, but has been put on pause, and they're saying that they're going to think about bringing it back after they do a Doctor Strange 3. So we'll keep that on pause right now. Shadow Force is a new action movie starring Kerry Washington and Omar Sy. The movie's officially going to hit theaters on May 2nd. The Lord of the Rings, The War of Rohirrim, is going to hit Max starting on February 28th. So we're only a couple days away from that. Leonardo DiCaprio's Evil Knievel movie has land by the La La Land director is going to start filming here soon, supposedly. So pretty cool to move forward on that. Spider-Man 4 release date was pushed back slightly, just 1 week. It's going to come out mid-July. It's coming out the end of July. Not a big deal. We'll see if it ends up sticking to that date, though, because everybody's pretty damn busy that needs to be in Spider-Man, and they're filming a bunch of other stuff. So we'll see how Tom Holland and Zendaya can fit this one into their schedule. Delroy Lindo has entered the world of the MonsterVerse by closing a deal to join the latest installment of the Godzilla King Kong franchise. So like Delroy Lindo a lot. So nice little addition there. Um, let's see here. We have your full list of winners at the NAACP Image Awards, so check that out if you're interested. We have the full Film Independent Spirit Award 2025 winners. Check that out as well. Daredevil Born Again has officially added Tony Dalton to the cast, and if that name sounds familiar, he was on the Hawkeye show. That's right. He will reprise his role from the Hawkeye show as Jack Duquesne, aka the Swordsman, in the upcoming Disney Plus series. So I like it, man. Even when, Daredevil starts to feel very disconnected from the MCU at times. So I'm glad, even with a weird little D level character like this, that they would bring somebody in that brings all of these shows together. Since Hawkeye did take place in New York for most of it and had Kingpin in it. So it makes sense that they'd do somebody in here like this. We're going to get a crossover in the Ryan Murphy universe. That's right. 911 and Dr. Odyssey are going to have a crossover episode in March. I love it. I watch both these shows, so it'll be cool to see them cross over. Um, let's see here. Owen Wilson plays a former golf pro who latches onto a young phenom in the upcoming Apple TV Plus comedy Stick. So this will be coming later this year on Apple TV Plus. Kumail Nanjiani and Molly Shannon are going to get behind the wheel of Bobby Fairley's new Driver's Ed road trip comedy. Marvel Studios for sure wants to do another Agatha All Along season 2 and is open at taking aim at another season of Hawkeye. So, kind of where their heads are at over on the TV side of things. Um, we have the complete list of winners of the SAG Awards, so check that out if you're interested. Keanu Reeves says they have pitched the Constantine sequel to DC Studios. They're writing a treatment for it right now, and then they'll see where it goes. So we might still get that Constantine sequel. The Sticky has officially been canceled by Prime Video after just one season. Um, DC, we got some DC news. Like I said, DC held a press conference on Monday and they talked to a lot of the reporters. Didn't give away anything too crazy, but there are some updates. DC's overall goal is to release 7 projects a year, which is pretty damn ambitious. 2 live action films, 1 animated film, 2 live action shows, and 2 animated series. So very strong there. Will they do it? Who knows? But that's what they would like to do. James Gunn also confirmed that Robert Pattinson is not the DCU Batman. They love him, but we've got to introduce a Batman of our own into the DCU. Alan Richson. Once again, I will plead my case. So, James, we have it picked out for you. But yeah, very, very cool to get this confirmation again. There's been a lot of people lately saying they're just going to do Robert Pattinson. And I was like, no, 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 no. That would not be the right idea. And I'm glad to see that they're kind of sticking to that. DC confirms that they have a 6-year plan that will conclude in an Avengers style culmination. So love it. Of course, Justice League, right? Um, 3 new DC animated shows have been announced: Starfire, DC Superpowers, and My Adventures with Green Lantern that will follow Jessica Cruz. So very interesting. Starfire will be an origin story for Starfire. Um, what I'm curious about is if these cartoons are aimed at more of a kid audience. I know they're saying animated stuff is still a part of the DCU. So how does this stuff play in? That's what I'm very, very curious about. Update on Batman Brave and the Bold. A writer has been hired and the script is now being written. James Gunn is working very closely with the new writer because he loves Batman so much. The story will follow Batman and his son Damian Wayne as Robin, and Andy Muschietti will be the first to see the script when it's done. So very good, man. That's a lot of DC stuff. Overall, we got another full article up with James Gunn and Peter Safran providing the update on DC's God and Monsters, film and TV plans, details on Clayface, Lanterns, 2026 premiere, Batman Brave and the Bold, and a whole bunch more. So if you want to see the full breakdown, we have a full article up for that as well. All right, switching gears a little bit, we have your first look. And it's a little, first look is a stretch to me to an extent, but Nicholas Galitzine as He-Man. That's right, with the Sword of Power. It's a pretty cool poster, but it's an up-close shot of his hands holding the power sword, and you can see the ripping biceps right behind that sword. Looks pretty cool, man. Looks like it could definitely fit in as He-Man. I'm anxious to see what they do with this Masters of the Universe film. But check out that first look. We also found out that a Punisher special presentation is in the works over at Marvel Studios. John Bernthal will return as the Punisher. They've only done two special presentations. We had Werewolf by Night. We had the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas specials. So after Daredevil airs, they will be putting this together. I think it'll be out before the end of the year, but we'll have a special presentation of Punisher, which will be pretty damn cool. Um, for those of you that have been waiting, we have the first trailer for season 2 of Andor. They finally dropped it. The show comes back on April 22nd over on Disney Plus. And I'll tell you, as a guy who was not a big fan of season 1 of Andor, this trailer looks really good. It looks a lot more action packed. It looks like a lot more is going on. And it looks really damn good. So I'm ready, baby. Let's do Andor season 2 once again, April 22nd on Disney Plus. We also have the poster for it as well. It also sounds like at the end of the year, maybe Lucasfilm boss Kathleen Kennedy is expected to retire. So we'll see what ends up happening there. We have some character posters for A24's Warfare, starring Will Poulter, Joseph Quinn, Charles Melton, and more. Um, Wicked stars Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande are going to perform this Sunday at the Oscars, which is pretty cool. I thought they were going to do this, even though they're not nominated for song. I felt like Wicked was too damn big this year to not have them come sing a song live for the audience. So once again, Sunday, March 2nd, 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific, Cynthia Erivo and Ariana Grande will perform. Terry Gilliam's Carnival. Cast includes Johnny Depp, Adam Driver, and more being added. Presence has hit digital today. So if you missed Presence in the theater, which a lot of people did, this movie did not make a bang in the theater, but I heard really good things. It has hit premium VOD as of today. Sam Worthington is leading the cast for the new Harlan Coben show, I Will Find You. So love Sam Worthington. Glad he's getting an opportunity here. September 5 has started streaming on Paramount Plus as of today. So if you missed this one in theaters also, this is another one that's been talked about for awards contendership. It is now streaming on Paramount Plus. Adolescence, we have the trailer which previews Netflix's Stephen Graham crime drama miniseries. Viola Davis' DCU show is not coming soon for Waller, as they had to kind of retweak things. Waller was supposed to come out before Peacemaker, but then they made Peacemaker, and things are just kind of all over right now, so they don't know what's happening to the Waller TV show. Marlon Wayans reveals that they are working on a White Chicks 2. So for all of you that have been waiting, did and I need you, did and I miss you. Um, I loved White Chicks, man. It's super dated right now, so I don't know how they would do a sequel at this point. But hey, if they're planning it, I'll definitely be there to watch it. Why not? We got some new posters for Daredevil Born Again. I'm so excited. This premieres next week on Disney Plus, March 4th. I am ready. Early reviews are saying it is awesome, so I'm very stoked. Neon has officially started production on the new limited series called Lucky. Anna Taylor-Joy confronts a dark criminal past in the adaptation of the New York Times bestseller. A new limited series is coming to Apple TV Plus. Again, it's called Lucky. James Gunn has also confirmed that a Teen Titans movie is in the works. The writer of Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow, which they're now filming, is developing the script. We have the poster for Holland, which is the new show starring Nicole Kidman. Oh, sorry, it's a movie, not a show. Starring Nicole Kidman. It hits Prime Video on March 27th. Not only do we have the poster, but we do have the trailer for it as well. Prom night, baby. That's right. Fear Street Prom Queen is officially hitting May 23rd, and we have your first teaser trailer for that. With the new Conjuring's coming later this year, and we have an official name. The Conjuring Last Rites is hitting theaters on September 5th, so get ready. I'm sure we'll get a trailer here soon. Early social reactions for Daredevil Born Again say the show is gritty, intense, and picks up right where the Netflix series left off. Awesome to hear. The 20th anniversary is coming for Star Wars Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith, and it will be returning to theaters on April 25th. I love it. I love Episode 3 Revenge of the Sith. I will be there in theaters for sure. We have a little teaser trailer for You, the final season. It premieres April 24th on Netflix. I love the show so much. This trailer doesn't really do much, but it gets you ready because I think they're going to drop a full trailer here soon. Ozzy Osbourne details his health issues in a new Paramount Plus documentary that's coming out soon. John Lithgow has confirmed that he will be Dumbledore in the upcoming HBO Harry Potter show. Chris Pratt teases that Star-Lord will return in these new Avengers movies, so it'll be great to see Star-Lord back. DCU's Crypto is going to return in a series of short movies after Superman comes out. So there you go, man. Some extra little adventures with Crypto. Frances Neagley, her Reacher spinoff is coming soon. They are now filming, and the show will just be called Neagley because why not? They're going to do it like Reacher, right? It makes sense. So I'm still kind of on the fence. I like this character on Reacher, but I don't know about her having her own show. But we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Elizabeth Olsen and Alicia Vikander star in the teaser trailer for The Assessment. Ao Edebiri is writing the new Barney movie, and she could possibly star in it as well. We know that Daniel Kaluuya is doing the movie with A24, so she's a great little writer to jump on board with this one. Moana 2's Disney Plus release date is going to be March 12th. Eddie Redmayne and Tessa Thompson are going to star in Charlie Kaufman's new movie Later the War. Um, in some sad news, Roberto Orsi has passed away. He is a big producer. Remember, you used to always see Kurtzman and Orsi. Orsi and Kurtzman, those two guys wrote a lot of shows that came out, did a lot of movies, not only all the Star Trek movies, but they did Transformers and all kinds of stuff, man. They did a bunch of Star Trek TV, did a Y50, Scorpion. I mean, they were involved with a lot of things. And he passed away at the age of 51, so very, very sad. Patrick Wilson is officially joining Apple's Cape Fear series as they round out that cast. So great addition there with Amy Adams and Javier Bardem. Kumail Nanjiani is going to get a Hulu stand-up special, so that's going to be coming soon. A Fifth Descendants movie is officially a go over at Disney. Poker Face Season 2 is going to be coming out in the spring of this year. Can't wait. I love Poker Face Season 1. Keith Urban is set to headline a CBS music competition series called The Road. TV's Scott Foley is set to play a minister in Prime Video's faith-based drama called It's Not Like That. Hawaii Five-O vet Megan Wraith is joining AMC and AMC Plus untitled Silicon Valley series that's starring Billy Magnuson and Sarah Goldberg. So great addition there. I love Megan Rath. She's always great and every time she pops up. Fox alums Malcolm Jamal Warner and Megan Echukunwoki have joined Alert Missing Persons Unit for seasons 3. Dark Winds has already been renewed for a 4th season, even though season 3 hasn't even come out yet. So always love that push right there. Mid-Century Modern, starring Nathan Lane and Matt Bomer, has been given a March release date over on Hulu. Leverage Redemption has an April premiere date on Prime Video, and Colin Farrell is not rushing to make The Penguin season 2. He now says, I have no deep desire to do it, which is hilarious because this dude has been so flippy floppy. It's like Daniel Craig, those last couple James Bond movies, is like, okay, whatever, I'll do it. I don't want to do it, but get me out of this. I don't know. Colin Farrell, we all know he hates being in that makeup chair. He hates all of it. And he, went from like, I'm good at one season. I don't want to ever go through this shit again. And then awards ceremony started happening. And then all of a sudden he changed his tune and was like, oh, I love this character. I'd be so happy to come back for a second season. I hope I'm in the next Batman movie, blah, 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 blah. He was all about it. And then now he's back to saying, yeah, I don't really have no deep desire to do it. So he's like, we'll see what happens. If they come up with some great script, maybe I'll come back. If not, I don't know. So I love it, man. Colin Farrell just trip me out, trip me out. And lastly, J.K. Simmons is joining forces with Brad Pitt for David Ayer's new survival film that's set in the Alaskan wilderness. It's called Heart of the Beast. So J.K. Simmons always a great addition to any film, let alone a Brad Pitt movie with David Ayer. Sounds fantastic. And on that note, my friends, we are at the end of the show. I know we went a little long today, which is crazy. Lots of news in the last week. We're hitting right up about that 45-minute mark. Thanks for joining me for a little bit of overtime. But let me get you on out of here. Let me do some plugs. AmIOnTheAir.com is the official webpage. Everything you need is right then and there. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/AmIOnTheAir. Follow us on X and Threads at Am I on the Air. You can follow me directly at DXDonMega. You can also follow us on Blue Sky at Am I on the Air. You can follow us on all the social medias, basically TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, at simply Am I on the Air. So make sure you follow along, especially for those video reviews, guys. Come on, I need your help. Let's come support. Um, Make sure you subscribe to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, anywhere you listen to podcasts, we are available. And thank you to our great affiliates at Red Dragons Radio and the Pop Culture Pros. Make sure you follow on X as well at Red Dragons Radio and at Pop Culture _Pros. Thank you so much for tuning in here for this new episode. Everybody dies. I hope you all have an amazing week. We're going to be checking out the new Woody Harrelson Simu Liu movie this weekend. I believe it's called, what is that movie called? I don't know why I'm spacing it right now. Um, Give me a second. I know I'm kicking you into overtime right now. Last Breath? Is that what it's called? I just had this conversation earlier today too. I was like, I don't even remember what the hell this damn movie's called, but this is what we're going to watch this weekend. Um, Come on, dude. What the fuck? It is called Last Breath. There you go. Last Breath. So so I was right. See, I wasted all the time for nothing. Um, so we'll be checking out Last Breath in theaters this weekend with Woody Harrelson and Simu Liu. So we'll let you know about that one next week. And but that's next week. Same bad time, same bad channel. Take care of yourselves and each other. And until next time, y'all. Peace. Red Dragon!